Ready? All right, good morning, folks. Here we are. This Mike is in here, and my partner Phil, we're here in St. Augustine, Florida. And I hope everybody had a wonderful summer. Summer's gone from most everybody, I guess, especially up north. But down here, it's still awfully unseasonably warm to me. But we've endured 2 hurricanes. We were lucky; we didn't get really hit. They were a fair ways from us, so we did get a bunch of rain out this last one. But anyway, with that said, what I was going to do I want to talk to you a little bit today about stuff that Phil and I encounter. We don't go as much as we used to, but we do go different places and set up and demonstrate this art of making cast nets by hand. And we continue to encounter people anywhere from the middle 50s to middle 60s that absolutely, to their own admission, have no idea that these nets were actually made by hand. There was some folks we went to here about a week ago, wasn't it, I guess. We get invited over to the St. Augustine Lighthouse, which is a beautiful place. You ever come to St. Augustine to visit, you need to go to the St. Augustine Lighthouse, climb the tower. You can climb right up to the top and got a beautiful view of the ocean. Anyway, we set up over there, and there were some people come by. Actually, I think that we were crocheting. They were shocked to see that we was making a net by hand. Oh my goodness. But I'm used to that. I'm used to it. So, I explained to them, yes, before 1952, that all nets webbing was made by hand before the Japanese patented the webbing machine and produced webbing as we know it today. But anyway, a little quick history. Nylon was the first synthetic material that really, you got to credit DuPont. DuPont company is one of the most influential companies in this country's ever seen. I think they're really misunderstood and not appreciated very much, but DuPont was the one that started with synthetic material. Actually, in 1937, DuPont started producing some synthetic materials, and it was in October 27th, 1937, he introduced nylon to the public, and I've told you this before, nylon was originally, synthetic material was originally for ladies' stockings, the hose that the ladies wore, and they were a hit. And he introduced it to the public on that date. But it was actually 18 months later before the stockings actually hit the market. And so nylon was on its way. And twine didn't get started. What happened? Well, we know the history. 1941, the start of the war, and you couldn't get anything from 41 through 45. Everything was taken up for the war effort. All your metals and your materials, everything was off the public to the off the market to the public. So it was in the later 40s. I got into this watching my father. Probably, I don't know. I can remember things pretty well back 47, 48. I remember going to the beach. We went to the beach every day. We went mullet fishing every day. I'd get home from school and away we would go. But nets were being made out of cotton. They were still being made out of cotton. At that period, it was into the 50s before nylon material as we know it really became available, and it was a good. The early nylon wasn't very good. I can tell you. I can remember making first time I made a net out of nylon. It was real fuzzy. I mean, I just didn't like it. And a lot of our old Minorcan ancestors here in St. Augustine, they resisted change. They still made nets out of cotton despite a much better material available. They just continued making nets out of cotton. Cotton would shrink. You could make a 6 foot mullet net, and in no time it'd shrink 3 or 4 inches. But anyway, let's get off of that subject. But so we're talking about Dacron. Actually, it was 1951 before Dacron became available. I didn't know anything about Dacron. It was used more or less in materials, clothing and stuff, I think. Then fishing line. Actually, Dacron today is a fishing line. The twine is a fishing line. But anyway, so I don't know. I started making nets in earnest in the 50s, and when I say the 50s, I remember we had a filling station. Dad bought a filling station back in 1955, and I spent a lot of time there. Anytime I wasn't waiting on a car or greasing or changing oil in a car or something, I'd be knitting on a net. Anyway, that went on right on through the night into the 60s. But anyway, I guess we've covered enough of that jibber jabber about the history, but it is. We when we encounter these folks, we explain to them, give them a little bit of history about it, and so whether they believe us or not, we don't really care, but I think they do. Anyway, so what I wanted to finish this little sketch up here today, I want to show you a net that things are slow right now. Normally this time of year, I'd be behind 1 to 3. I'd be behind 1 to 3 nets, and but anyway, it's a little bit slow. But I can remember my father talking about this, that things are slow during an election year because people are a little bit apprehensive of a change or what might happen. So they kind of hang on about making any big purchases. Anyway, we'll see. But I kind of enjoying the little lull anyhow. But what I want to show you, that I've got this little 6 foot Dacron handmade net. For those of you that's going to look at this video and had no idea about this, I'm going to show you that I'm going to have to stand up a minute. Phil's going to follow me, I guess, with his camera. Now, I want to show you this thing. This is a 6 foot handmade net. In case you don't know what handmade is, a handmade is I tie every knot, and I've demonstrated this time after time right here, you know. But this is a little 6 foot. I call this my little rainbow warrior. It's multicolored, and the history, people love these mixed colors. But what it is I'll have, you know, I buy this Dacron comes on. I buy 2,500 yard spools. That's the biggest I could find. But anyhow, and you get down to a certain point. So what you do, you got some left. So I'll start it, and then you can see what I did. I had this was my chartreuse. That's one of my favorite colors. Then the pink. I love this pink. This is like a rose color, which is pretty. So when I used that up till I run out, then I finished it up with the blue. Okay, this is a handmade net, folks. This is a handmade, and this is available, by the way. Anybody interested? And I don't know how much longer I'm going to be messing with this stuff. I can tell you what, I'm 83 years old, probably at most a couple of more years that I'm going to be making these things available. Nobody else is doing it. As you can see, Phil's going to give you a close-up. That hand line is on there. It's not going to slip and slide around. You buy these store-bought nets, and you know, get what you pay for, I guess is the best way to put it. But anyway, this thing here is it's ready to go. It is ready to go. It is 6 foot. That is a bait / shrimp net. And so anyhow, I'm going to sit back down. Showed you that thing. And I think that, I don't know, I guess I've covered everything I wanted to cover today. Things are going to pick up soon. I know I'm going to get busy, especially with Christmas coming. But anyway, did I cover everything up? Did I need to, Phil?
Yep, you did.
Did I miss anything? So, my address, just Menorcan Magic, handmade cast nets. I like the phone calls, 904-217-7974. My email address is on all of the, that's an easy one. Uzina, USINAMIKE, usinamike@gmail.com, or the Menorcan Magic. There's 2 different email addresses there, one spelt with an M-I and one with an M-E. Anyway, so if you'd like to contact me and I guess I told you last time about my little deal with Phil and I helped this guy out down in, what was it, Kenya?
Yeah.
He made a net, Lewis. I tell you what, he's sharp. He picked up, he learned how to make the net off the videos, and Phil and I helped him out with the material. You know, the sinkers, we made the sinkers for him, and we supplied him with everything he needed to finish that thing. And he's just tickled to death. I hear from him occasionally. And he made an 11-foot net and it's too big for him, so now he's going to try to make him a 7-foot one. I told him when he started on what the heck you want to make with a big net like? But you know, I guess that's that young guy macho thing. You know, you figure you're young and strong and you can handle it until it kicks your butt. I don't know. But anyway, all right. I guess I've burnt your ears long enough. Until the next time. Next time we'll get into some basic stuff again. You know, on the starting and finishing of the nets. It's a lot of repetitive stuff, but there's so many new people all the time, and it's hard to just go back through 50 videos looking for bits and pieces of what you want to do. But the information is there. I mean, everything from start to finish. It's in one of those, I guess, 60 videos now that Phil and I have put together for you. So anyway, for goodness sake, take care of yourself and enjoy hearing from you. And my buddy J.D. Powell over in Pensacola, hats off to you, buddy. He's one of the people that keeps in contact with me, always worrying about making sure I'm okay over here. I appreciate that kind of stuff. But anyway, until the next time, take care.